I won! Let's go! We're titled Tuesday Shenanigans. We are on time. Game starts in a minute. We're playing an IM. He's 2800. Let's go E4 here. And he's playing a Sicilian defense. I'll just develop my knight. And it looks like we're going to be playing against a Sicilian dragon. Bishop G7. Let's just develop the knight. This will all be theoretical stuff. He's hitting my knight. I'll develop the bishop to guard it. Then he develops his knight and I'll go bishop c4. This is the accelerated dragon Sicilian. Bishop back to b3 just to ensure that the bishop is guarded. And e6 usually comes with some ideas to play d5. How does this go again? Okay, I'm going to start by playing knight to b5, applying some pressure on this weak d6 square. If I could get my knight here, that wouldn't be too bad. He plays d5. Let's just take. And it looks like we're going to be trading some pieces. I think I played this incorrectly already, because let's say I castled. He puts a knight here. I have to deal with that. And if I go here now, I still have to deal with this. And if I take, he takes, and then I takes, he takes, I takes, he takes rook here. I'm going to go in this line actually. I'm sure I did something wrong though, but let's just take. If he checks with the queen, I'll block with the bishop. But then his rook is going to check my king. It's crazy here. But let's see. If he takes with the queen, I'll take. And then once he takes, I go rook here, bishop moves, I'll castle. That would be a regular position. But if he wants to win, oh, he did this first, which is very interesting. Okay, if I take the queen, the rook takes, and then I attack the bishop. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the queen first. And then once the rook takes, I'll attack the bishop. And the bishop is not able to check because my knight guards the square. So once the bishop moves, I'll just castle my king. Unless he's able to play a6, which he's not. So let's just castle. And if a6, oh no. I thought I was able to play knight here. I can't, so I have to put my knight on the edge of the board. Let's go back. I want to go here, but he may play b5, yeah, and prevents it. So basically, if I don't get my knight in the game, I'll be losing. Pawn c4, he's gonna play pawn b4. So I'll play rook to d1, and I may have to go knight b1 to d2, which is gonna take me a while, so I messed up. So bishop e6, he's developing, okay. What do I do with this knight? I have to pull it back. Let's just pull it back. I need to find somewhere to put it. The position is equal so far though. Knight d4, he's hitting my bishop. So if I take, maybe he goes knight takes or knight here, but he's gonna get the bishop here. But if I have to do that to get my knight in the game, then so be it. Let's just play knight d2. If he takes with his knight, I'll just take and find a good square for my knight. Like if I'm able to find a good square for my knight, I'm fine. Okay, I just need to not make one of those blunders that I usually make. Okay, that's a nice move because my c pawn is weak, so he's applying a lot of pressure. He's attacking it twice as well, so I'm just gonna get rid of this knight. I don't like to defend, so I was gonna lose the bishop here anyways. If he takes with the bishop, which I was thinking to hit the bishop from here, and then he goes back to f6, or if I go knight e4, I'm not sure. Let's hit the bishop from here, and then he goes back to b6. I'm thinking of just takes, hit the pawn. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's take. That's risky though because my c pawn is weak, but I'm gonna take. Then after the rook takes, I'll hit the pawn here. Oh, he's gonna take with the bishop, and then I have to defend my pawn. Yeah, sheesh. Okay, I'm gonna play rook to d1. He's not able to take the pawn because I'll take the bishop, but okay, he should have played bishop a5. Now I'm able to play rook d2 and then get my king in the game. I'm chilling now. Or rook to e2 is also fine. I could play g3 king g2 actually. I'm chill. All right, let's go g3 king g2. We just need to play fast because I have like 30 seconds on the clock. Let's get my king in the game. e5 is a nice square for a knight. g5 and e4 is a good square for a knight. How didn't I? Oh, but he plays rook. I'm gonna go h4 then, because that's a good square for a knight. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's use the d4 square instead. But then he has e5. I need to play f4 here. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe we're just gonna be trading here. Going to an endgame. Okay, let me get my king in the game. Maybe he wants to go here. Let me go back. Maybe f3. Doing some little blockading stuff. He wants to go here now. Yeah, I'm trying to blockade his king, but I'm being too passive. f3. Once I move my knight, his king enters and it's GG's. So, and if I put my king here, my knight is trapped. What? Okay, he's attacking my pawn. Let me just push it. Oh, but then h5. Whoa. Yeah, I'm losing. Damn. Need to prevent this. And now my knight is trapped. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, no time. That was clean, man. Wow. My accuracy was 83. His accuracy was 88. Okay, so knight b5 is already a mistake. That was my first mistake. So basically, I just don't know what to do if somebody plays e6. Now, the purpose of e6 is to play d5, which is why I played knight b5. Because I thought if I move my knight out of the way, my queen protects the d5 square and he's not able to play d5. But he played d5 anyways, and then this happened and he's doing fine. So, oh, and I also should have castled. I just didn't understand this position well enough. So basically, I should have played queen to f3. So queen to f3 guards the d5 square and it prepares castling, I'm assuming. So d5, I take. Wait, that's wrong. So after d5, I need to castle. Oh, what? I should play h3, e6. All right, we're playing against an IM. Okay, 2591 IM. Let's go e5. Petra of defense. He takes d6. Win back our pawn. Now we just need to play d5 and develop our pieces normally. Point towards his king. Castle my king. He got his rook in the game. Now, how does this go again? Okay, I'm going to play rook to e8. Adding some defense to my knight. After c4, I'm going to play c6 to guard the knight. Well, to guard my center. Queen to b3 is an interesting move. Well, he's not really threatening anything right now, so I'm just going to play knight to a6. The knight could go here or here, depending on what he plays. I could also go bishop to e6, if I'm not wrong. a3. Okay, so c5 attacks my bishop. Okay, I have to pull my bishop back. Where though? b8? Yeah, it's going to have to be b8. Because I need my knight on the c7 square to join back the game. Okay, bishop d2, not sure why. If I grab, he grabs. I need to get my pieces in the game. I can't really develop this yet because I'm going to lose this. This knight's not doing anything on the edge of the board. If I go here, bishop a5, maybe queen f6. Yeah, let's just go back. Knight doesn't belong on the edge of the board. My pieces are so tied up. That's crazy. Okay, he develops his knight to c3. Now, I'm going to take his, well, his bishop is the bad bishop though, but I'll take the bishop because it's the bad bishop. And this pawn is unprotected, so let's go knight e6 and attack it. And then I'm going to play b6 because I need to figure out a way to get my light squared bishop in the game. It has to be b6. If he takes, then I'll be so chill because my rooks also gets a file. Or do I play queen takes? Okay, let's play take with the pawn. He's applying some pressure here now. I'm going to play h6. Knight e5 applies pressure here, but he blunders a pawn. And I'm attacking the queen. And I have, whoops, never mind. That was bad. Oh, how did I miss that? Wait. Okay, let's play king to f8. It's the only move. I'm still attacking his queen. I'm still attacking his knight. Thought I was getting checkmated. So what does he do here? Can he guard the knight with the queen? Am I about to win a piece? Okay, check. Okay, it's forced, so we can't think about it. Now, queen takes. I'm ahead by a piece, but I'm fighting for my life here. If he plays rook takes, I play queen takes. So do I just play bishop f5, hit the queen, and secure him? And if rook takes, queen takes hits the queen, he has no checks. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. If he has to move his queen, I'll win another piece. If rook takes, I takes. He doesn't want to trade because he's down a piece. If he has to trade, I'm going to win this game. Okay, takes. I'm going to win this game. He has to trade. I cannot lose this chess game. I'm ahead by a piece. Okay, b4 was played. Okay, if I pin, that's a trick because he goes here. But he wants to play b5 himself. So, okay, let's play b5. Let's play b5. My rook is on the file. If he checks, I just move. Let's just move. And then I'm going to use my bishop to attack the pawn. I can't lose this. Beating IMs and GMs. Let's go. Okay, g3 was played. Let's go bishop to d3. Attacking this weak pawn on b3. So he guarded it. Now we just need to hit the knight. Oh my lord, he's in trouble. And if he moves the knight, he loses this pawn. Yeah. Okay, he guards it. I want to win this pawn. I have a pass pawn I could push. Yo, I'm just chilling. Okay, let's go here. Because we're in the end game and we need to attack pawns. Now we have two attackers. He puts his knight down here. Let's grab this. Okay, he moves the rook. Now we're just trying to trade. He's just trying to be annoying. I can't lose this. Maybe he wants to go here and attack my knight. So let's go c5 so I can get my knight in the game. Okay, knight d4, trading off the knights. Now there's no complications. Pass pawns must be pushed, protecting this. Now I go here, protect both of my pawns, push my pass pawn, and now I just need to stop these pawns. So let's play h5. None of these can't move. He moves the king, g6, still can't move. Okay, now I'm slowly gonna get my king in the game. No need to rush the end game. No need to rush the end game. Okay, he's in zugzwang actually. Let me move my bishop. I want my king here, so that way his king doesn't move here. He checks here. Oh, but he did that. Pass pawns must be pushed though. Pass pawns must be pushed though. He moves his rook, but pass pawns must be pushed though. And he resigned. Let's keep going. Alright, we're playing against a 2800 Grandmaster. He's playing against, well, he's playing the Sicilian defense. And it looks like a Kalashnikov Sicilian. I'll try to get my knight to d6. He prevented it. Let's just develop then. It's the knight. Let's go back. b5, knight d5. This is all theoretical stuff. Knight f6, bishop g5. And now it's actually a transposition into the Sveshnikov Sicilian. Then I play c3 to get my knight in the game. Bishop g5. Okay, I'll just pull my knight back to c2. I could play a4 if I get the chance. Let's go a4 here. And rook takes. The whole idea is to just develop my bishop. So let's just develop bishop to c4. I could also just castle my king next. I think I'm doing fine. He's attacking my pawn here though. And the question is, how do I defend it? I could play b3. And I could also play rook to a2. Let's play b3 here. g6. I'll castle my king and this is fine. It looks like he wants to play f5. Alright, let's go queen to d3. I want to play moves like bishop to b5, hit the knight, put some pressure on this weak pawn. That's generally the plan. So f5, bishop to b5 does not work. That would be bad because he's threatening this. Question is, do I take with the queen or do I play f3 and take with the pawn? I'll play f3 and take with the pawn. It's fine. I'm going to have an isolated pawn, but he has a backward pawn. Knight e3. Okay, so he plays bishop to e6. Now I'm still thinking about just playing this. Again, it hits the knight, which is unprotected. And his knight is the main defender of this a5 pawn. So I need to apply a lot of pressure to this pawn. So he took my knight. Guess he wants to go back to e7. If I take with the queen, he goes back to e7. If I take with the pawn, he still goes back to e7. Let's take with the pawn. I'm fine with that. Oh, but he has queen b6 check. Yo. Queen b6, king here, takes. That's a nice tactic. Okay, we have to move and then just take this back and then take the knight. It's not completely lost, but... Oh, and I did not see this move. Why is he including e4? If I takes, he takes. Well, if I take, the knight goes here. That's why he plays it. So I have to move my queen first. So let's pull back the queen. Then he took. And again, if I take with my rook or my queen, his knight goes here. So I have to take with the pawn. This is crazy. And then he's going to take. That's crazy. He could even attack my queen as well. And then put... Oh, this is crazy. So if I put this here, he goes here. Oh. Okay, I have to sack my queen. Oh, he takes and then I take, hit the rook. Wow. It's way, way worse than I thought. I lost my queen. So he puts his rook here. I'm just going to play this and hit the rook. And then he moves his rook. And I want to get some counter attack. So I want to take this and infiltrate the background. But I don't know, man. I don't have my queen. So he wants to take. Let's just take. Take. Oh, that's a huge threat. Check. Okay, these checks are not going to give me anything because he's escaping. So I'll just go here and guard my pawn. But yeah, it's over. Okay, then he's gonna take. Wow, it's a crazy game. 2700 Grandmaster. Let's go. It's just a Sicilian defense. And it looks like it's gonna be a Sicilian Khan. We have to play fast if we want to win this game. Let's develop our knight. Then he plays d6. I'll go bishop e3. Maybe just queen d2. a6, queen d2 and castle. This is the Taimanov's variation of the Sicilian. I'm just gonna castle my king, and then b5. Question is, do I play f4 or f3? Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna take on c6, and then once the knight takes, I'm gonna go bishop f4 and apply pressure to this weak d6 pawn. And if he attacks my bishop, it really weakens his d5 square, and I'll be happy with that, but I'll lose at tempo. I think he has to do it though. So e5, should I just attack the queen though? e5, knight d5. Okay, let's just pull back the bishop. Bishop e6, let's go knight d5. Knight d5, that's a nice square for a knight. Bishop to b6 is also a threat. And if he takes, okay, I'm not sure what to take back with here. Okay, let's take with the queen just because it attacks the knight. Knight to b4. Okay, rook to c8, knight to b4 is now a real threat. Pawn to c3 or pawn to a3. Pawn to a3. I shouldn't be pushing pawns on my king side though. But let's go for it. Pawn to a3. I need to get my king off of the same line as the rook as well. And then once he castles his king, I just need to develop my bishop. Finish my development. Bishop to g4 is a threat because I'm threatening to hit the rook. Okay, so he moves the queen. Now I'll hit the rook. He has to move the rook. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play f4. I need to open up some lines for my pieces. If he takes, I takes. I attack d6. If not sure. Maybe get my rook on this file. I have to play fast as well. Okay, b4 I can't take, so let's play this. We have to keep the files closed. That's very good, but I must take the pawn. It's a free pawn. It's a sacrifice to expose my king, but I must take it. Knight b4 would hit the queen. I'd go queen c4. Rook c1 is a threat. Put pressure on the knight. Okay, he has to go there. Now I'll hit the queen. I don't think he wants to trade, but if the queen goes here, I'll pin. So the queen went here. Put some pressure here. Takes. Okay, let's just take this, because if he takes, I should be able to play rook d7. Hit the queen, hit the bishop. That looks like a fork. To me, that looks like a fork. Where does the queen go? Maybe here. I grab the bishop. Am I beating a GM? Wait. Am I beating a GM? Okay, queen went here. If I take the knight guards, so let's just take like this. And then the queen hits the bishop. Okay, let me just guard everything first. Then I need to get this rook in. Okay, that. Not sure what that does. Where does he put the knight? Wait, let me get my rook in the game first. Let me get my rook in the game. I'm ahead by a piece though. I'm ahead by a piece. Okay, rook moves to d8. Okay, maybe he wants to put something here. Okay, I need to play fast as well. Okay, let me go here and attack the rook. That's a nice move because he has to keep his knight guarded. Where is he going to put the rook? That's the question. That's a nice move. My bishop is also guarded. I'm beating. Okay, so he puts the rook here. If I takes, king goes here. Or should I just takes? Okay, let's take. Takes. No, I'm ahead by 2 pieces. Takes. Okay, let's keep up the time. Let's take. a5. I'm going to put my queen here. No, don't blunder the rook, bro. Come on. I'm going to put the queen here. Yeah, here. I have to keep the rook guarded. I almost blundered the rook. Alright, I'm going to just run my king to a2. If I could get my king to a2, then it's over. Or if I could trade the rooks off the board, it's over. Okay, queen over. The queen wants to come in. That's fine. Wait, do I go here? No, let's go here. Let's go here and just run to a2 first. Everything is guarded, so I'm good. 15 seconds. Rook down. Now I go here. Hit the queen, and I'm threatening f7. Queen g6. Queen g6. I won! Let's go! 2700 Grandmaster. He resigned. Alright, we're playing against an international master. She's 2700. Let's develop our knight. And it looks like c4 here. I'll just play g6 here. And it may transpose into King's Indian defense. Knight c3. Let's play knight d7. Regular stuff. And a6. a6 is a new idea. e4, rook b8. Idea is to play b5 here. So a4 was played to prevent that. And the question is, do I play c5? Do I play a5? Let's just play e5 here, actually. And then after h3, I could just take, get my rook in the game. Let's play rook to e8 first. And then I'm going to take here. And knight c5, apply some pressure on e4. Now queen c2, I need to not allow this. So let's play a5 to not allow this. Rook is on the same line as my queen. That is not a good sign. So I'm going to play bishop to d7 here first. It also applies some pressure here. But if I could play c6, queen e7, or c6, queen c7, I should be fine. Okay, knight to b5. Do I want to take? I'm not sure. Does he want to take? Okay, pawn c6 is not going to work here. And if takes this knight, okay, the knight can't come down. If I take, bishop takes, I take. Let's just get rid of this. Pawn takes, bishop takes is threatening to win a piece. So queen e7, getting my queen off the same file as the rook. I'm also applying some pressure here. So that's a nice pin. Knight d5 is a huge threat. Okay, queen to e6. Have to get my queen out of these pins, man. So many pins. Move the queen. I'm hitting this pawn though. If knight e5, I'll take the knight. I'll just take the knight. I'm applying pressure here. Pawn b3 was played. Takes, knight takes, rook pins. And that could be too dangerous. So let's chase away that bishop. Bishop went all the way back. How do we do this? Pawn c6 prevents knight d5. I'm actually gonna play. Okay, let's play rook to d8. I'm not sure what my rook was doing there. So he puts his rook on the same line as my queen. Pawn c6. I don't like the idea of pawn c6, but I'll do it anyway. This is weak. My a5 pawn is left in the dust, but it's a King's Indian. That's the type of opening that I played. Pawn to a5 is just so interesting. Pawn here. Knight takes. That doesn't work. I'm going to try queen e5 and try to take this knight. That's not a bad plan, especially since she put the king here. My bishop is on the same line as the knight. She saw it though, and then fianchetto her bishop. Okay, I need to get my queen off that diagonal. And I have no time. I have no time. Why am I playing so slow? f4. Okay, let me just move the king. Maybe knight back. Push. Okay, push I'm just going to take. That's fine. My queen is under attack. Let's just put the queen right here. Guard her. Oh, fudge. I blundered a piece, man. It was just waiting to happen. Takes, push, it's losing. I mean, the rook is unprotected, but it's losing. If push I take, but takes, maybe check. Let's see. The king doesn't even need to take though. Okay, so let's take. Queen takes, let's go here, hit the queen. Okay, so she sacked the rook, let's take. Okay, and I'm gonna get checkmated. Ouch, this was brutal, man. We're playing against an FM 2646, and then he starts with knight f3. So let's see what we're gonna be having here. b3 was played as well. I'm gonna fianchetto my bishop. Maybe it's gonna be like some King's Indian setup. But he's fianchettoing both of his bishops. It's a weird opening. Let's play e5. Similar to some kid anyways. c4 is decent. I'll just play knight c6. I mean, we need to develop our pieces. Then he plays d4. Okay, now I'm just going to take and take on d4. We're going to be liquidating the position very early. This bishop on g2 is very strong though. So it's preventing me from moving this bishop. So I'm thinking about playing pawn to c6 here. My d6 pawn is weak, so I need to be careful. Okay, so he moves his knight. Let's just move our queen, develop my bishop, get my rooks in the game, and then I'll be fine. So he pulls his bishop back. Let me get my rook in the game. Applying some pressure on e2. So he plays e4. I'm actually thinking of playing bishop to g4 here. Develop my bishop, and it hits the queen. And if he plays f3, I'm fine. I think he's going to play h3 eventually though. But my plan is to go back to e6, so let's just get my rook in the game. I could also go back to c8 if I'm not trying to get my bishop in front of my major pieces. That's definitely an idea. He moves his rook. Let me pull back my bishop. Everything here is safe. This is my weakest pawn, which is not able to go to d5, so that may be an issue. So he puts his rook on the file. I'm going back to g4. I don't want to allow his rook on the file. It's just an annoying bishop move, because nobody wants to play a move like f3 and then weaken this. So he puts his rook on c1. I can't push. I'm not comfortable with the fact that his rook is on the same line as my queen. So let's play queen to c7 here. h3, we just pull it back. That's fine. And then he puts back his rook. Okay, I want to play d5. Not seeing it working. Let me just pull my knight back, trade off this bishop, and then eventually I could get my knight on c5. Let's just take. I think I need my queen on f6 to knight e3. Not sure where the knight is going. Let's go knight c5. b4 is going to be an annoying move, so I may need to play a5. Not seeing where that knight is going. If he plays this, I could go here, but it blocks my bishop, so let's play a5. And then I need to get my queen on f6 actually, because this diagonal is just exposing my king. I need to meet the queen check with queen block, but if I move my queen, he checks and picks up this pawn. So maybe I just need to move my king. Okay, so now he's doubling up on my weak pawn. Okay, first I'll move my king out the way, so that way I don't have to worry about any checks. My pawn is guarded adequately, so I'm chill. Knight back, not really seeing where the knight is going. I'm gonna pull my knight back to e6. If I could play c5, knight d4, that wouldn't be too bad. So basically he's trying to put his knight on d5 and then to f6. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I'll play b6 here, bishop b7. So that way if I play c5 and he puts his knight there, I could take it. It's not a bad plan, but my d6 pawn is just so weak. Okay, let's go bishop here. That's the plan. And any knight goes here, I'll just take, jump in with my knight. So once I play this move, I think he's gonna play here and attack my queen. So now I have to go to e7 first. I have to be precise about this plan. My d6 pawn is still weak. Oh no, that was his plan. He wanted to triple. How did I miss that? Okay, let's go for it still. If he takes, I'll just go knight d4. Okay, now I have a decent knight. I'm probably down by a pawn. Well, I am down by a pawn, so that's not good. Let's just take. Now I get some activity. He has to trade off his knight, but I want to put some pressure here. Putting a knight here would give me a chance to draw the game, because my knight is too strong. So I think he needs a knight on e2. So my plan needs to be how not to allow a knight to comfortably go to e2, which is why he did this. Takes, takes, takes. Cool. I'm going to play this move, king g7. So that way, worst case scenario, he doesn't take my rook with check. All right, let's do this. I'm comfortable with this. I'm just never going to take here, which means I'll have a nice knight on d4. I'm fine. I'm still down by a pawn, but I'm chill. But this rook needs a job. Let's play h5. How do I get my rook on the open file? h4. That's the plan. Chase away the queen. He's not able to play this. Our time is running out, so I need to play fast. Okay, let's hit the queen. Queen moves. Get my king off this. Check, he goes queen takes. a3. Maybe he wants to do this. Let me go here. Trade off the rooks, so that way I can attack f2. No, I blundered. Can't believe I'm blundering like this, bro. We're playing a national master. He plays c4. I'm just going to play e5. This is the English opening, just developing the pieces. g6 to fianchet to the bishop. And then after knight c3, I'm going to play f5. Maybe just develop my knight to f6 and castle. Something similar to a King's Indian defense. Rook to b8 though means he wants to play b4. But I'll just play d6. I don't mind. He could play b4 if he wants. And then after he plays b4, I'll play h6 to prevent anything from going here. And then pull my knight back to e7. I want to start some attack on his king now. So first I'll play c6 to control the d5 square. Eventually in some lines I could play d5, but I still need to finish my development. And I may play g5, g4 to attack his knight. So he puts his bishop on a3. That's a nice move. I've lost a game like this before, so I'm gonna be careful. Let me just develop my bishop though. These positions are usually very complex. I'm also going to get my rook in the game. So queen c2. Okay, first let's play g5 because I could play g4. And okay, so he pulls knight back, which means d5 becomes a possibility. Takes, takes. Let me play rook f7 first. Just getting my rook off this diagonal. Have to be careful. Okay, so a4 was played. If I take, his bishop is going to take. And it also looks like he wants to play a6. That's a nice idea. Maybe I should play a6. And once he takes, I just take back. Or do I need to do that? Rook here, push, takes, takes. Okay, let's just get my other rook in the game. If you push a6, I'll just take it. So he took, let's just take. My queen is still eyeing this, and he still pushes a6. The thing is, he may want to get his rook here. So I'm going to play knight to g6. My rook also guards a7, so that's not bad. And I may want to play d5. just to control the center. I'm not gonna take. I could also play rook to c7, but I'm assuming he's gonna double up here. Nothing is under attack really, so let's just play d5. That bishop is too strong. I need to do something about that bishop. I may even play e4 here, or d4 to chase away his knight. A lot of stuff. So he doubles up his rook. Queen to a5 I like, because I'm attacking this. If he takes, I takes, and then I take. Let's play queen a5. This seems like an aggressive move. I'm also attacking his unprotected bishop and this unprotected pawn, so he has to be very, very careful here. I need to watch my time though. Okay, rook to b8. That's interesting. If I take the bishop, which is just free, he takes, I takes, he pins my bishop, I guard the bishop, and I'm ahead by a piece. I don't see what this guy see. Let's grab the bishop. Let's learn something. He takes, I take. Okay, he took. Okay, now it's interesting because if I takes, his knight takes, and my bishop is under attack. I'm still gonna do it though. So takes. I'm also thinking of playing rook to c7. Okay, my queen is under attack and his queen is attacking my bishop, but I'm going to pull my queen all the way back to f8, guarding my bishop, so I'm still ahead by a piece. My rook guards my a7 pawn, so I'm chilling. I need to move my king so that way there's no tactics here. My pieces are clustered on the king side, so I need to get them over on the queen side. So knight d6 hits the bishop, but why not just take the free knight? It's not free, he's going to take my bishop, but then I'll just move. But we're ahead by a piece. I mean, yeah, I should be happy with trading. If he takes, I could block with the rook, but I think I'm more comfortable playing king h7 actually. So he puts his rook here, it attacks my rook, and if I take his rook, he's gonna win the game. How do I navigate this? Oh, this is weird. Let me attack his queen. This is weird. This is weird. I want to take this though. Okay, he moves the queen. Now I'll take this, and if he takes the pawn, I have to go here. Why is this so weird? And I have 3 seconds. Okay, king here. I want to move my knight. Trade some pieces. He moves the queen and we got him with a fork. But we only have 2 seconds, so we have to play fast. Very fast. Okay, grab the queen. What am I doing? Nice, we got the rook. Good, good. Okay, I'm just ahead by a clean rook. Just need to not lose on time now. Just fast, play fast. Need to regroup. Get the knight. Okay, get the king in the game. I just need to regroup, get some pieces off the board, and this will be a win. Nice. Now it's over because we trade the knights off the board. There's nothing he could do anymore. He has to resign. Let's give a check. Get the rest of the pieces in the game. Check the king. Grab the free pawn. Damn, why was this game so intense? Okay, let's give a check. He could get mate if he's not careful. Roll my pass pawn. And he lost on time. We're playing against a 2300 cm. Let's play e4. And it's a Sicilian defense. Let's just play d4 here. And then just take with the knight. e5. Okay, I just need to move my knight. Let's just pull the knight back to b3. That's just fine. And I'm just going to develop my pieces normally. So he's attacking this pawn. I could simply develop and just defend it. Okay, but then he's attacking my knight, which is the main defender of the pawn. So I'm just going to develop my bishop to pin his knight so that way he's not able to take my pawn. Okay, queen c7 applies even more pressure to my knight, and his knight is no longer pinned. What I'm thinking of is to take his knight. That's weird. If I play queen to d3 and he takes and I takes and he takes and I takes and I take, my knight guards the rook. So I could also just play queen to f3 in this position because I'm also applying some pressure to the knight. Bishop takes. Let's just take back. Still applying some pressure to the knight. So let's see how he solves this. Pawn to d5. Interesting. Basically, if I takes, hit the rook, he checks. My king has to move. His rook is under attack. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff happening. Okay, let's take. Then he has bishop here. Okay, I'm going to take the knight first. I'm going to take the knight. Oh, but then he takes here and attack my queen. But what if I take here and attack his queen? He's just going to take back and my queen is still under attack. But then I could go here. Or I could just take. Well, if I take, there is a check. I don't want to allow that check. So let's take here. And if he takes my queen, I take his queen. But if he takes on e5, which is the correct move, I play queen to g3 and then it's an equal position. But I have the ugliest pawn structure. Why didn't he just take the bishop? This guy's 2300. I'm just ahead by a piece now. Wait, if I take there's f6, but why can't I play queen g3? I'm now guarding the bishop and I'm attacking g7. That's crazy. So he develops his knight. That is some pressure on my bishop. If I take the rook pins, where do I put my bishop? Let's go bishop e6. That's a tempo on the queen. The queen has to react to that. I could also grab the rook, which is not able to go to g8, which is why he puts his queen on f6. But my queen guards f6, so do I use the time to castle or do I use the time to develop my bishop? Castle is safer, especially it gets my rook in the game. I'll develop my bishop afterwards. That's an unprotected pawn. Queen f4 will come for sure. So bishop e6 prevents my bishop from going here. His king is not necessarily able to get castled. Queen f4, he's gonna take here. Knight d4. I mean, I'm ahead by a piece. Let's just trade. That's the plan anyways. Let's go knight d4. If he takes, I just take back with the pawn or the rook. Not sure. Once you're ahead by a piece, you should just trade the pieces off the board. I don't have to be accurate. So he took a free pawn. Let's just take since we're going for the trades. And then he takes back. I do need to develop this, but what if I go here? He takes and then I check. He blocks the check and I, oof, can't do that. Oh, I just need to check and trade the queens off the board. What am I doing? Takes, hit this pawn. Interesting. Can I play c4 and trap the bishop? Let's play c4. That's a free pawn, by the way, but I want to trap the bishop. Now I'm going to check. Once the king moves, I go here, and the bishop has nowhere to go. Nice. But he attacks my bishop. But I'm ahead by a piece. Let's just trade. The time is ticking, so I don't want to think too much. Let's just develop, get my rook in the game. c3 to prevent his king from coming in. Okay, now I need to play fast. Okay, get my rook down there. Free pawn. Oof, nice move. My time is running out. What? Good. Nice. That's a rook. Wow, that was weird. Let's give a check. Grab this. Okay, now we're gonna win this game. Then we checkmate. Wow. 2373 NM. Let's go e5. We're going to be playing a Petrov defense. He takes. Let's go d6. Hit the knight. Knight went back. We grab the pawn. Knight c3. We take on c3. And from here, we just need to get all the minor pieces up. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And then we're doing good. Now he castles the king. I'm going to play queen to d7 because I could castle on the queen or the king side. King b1. Let's go bishop f6 to get my bishop on this long diagonal. Knight d4. I'm just going to take on d4. Here I should be able to castle, but pawn to c6 prevents d5. d5 is usually annoying, to be honest. So let's just castle next move. So he develops the bishop. Let's castle the king. Then he got his rook in the game. Now I need to just get my pieces in the game. Let's get this rook in the game. I need to play h5 to prevent g4. And if bishop g5, should be able to play queen to e7. Queen to a5 though. Look on that fork that I just missed. That was nice. Let's go bishop to d5 though. If he takes this, I take this. Still losing. Bishop d5. That wasn't a bad find. So he took this pawn. I'll take this pawn. But now I'm gonna have to be fighting for my life. Pawn to d3. I don't want to allow this bishop to come in at all. So that's a free pawn, but once the bishop comes in, it's over. So let's play c5 to prevent that. Okay, he checks. That's the only move, so let's not think. He checks again. Oh, that's nice. If I go here, he goes here. If I block, he goes here, here. And then when a pawn, if I go here, he goes here. And then I go here. Takes, and then I'm just lost. Okay, how do I lose this game? Here, check, here. Oh, that's also losing. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. I'm losing in all variation. Bishop here, that's a nice skewer. Let's just get the queens off the board. And I'm just gonna try to draw this game. It's losing, by the way, but I'm gonna try. I'm attacking this. I'm applying some pressure here. Okay, how does he guard this pawn though? If I'm able to win this pawn, I could be able to draw this game. I also need to play fast because obviously if you're losing on the board, you have to compensate in some way. So he pulls his bishop back. All right, let's trade the rooks. grab this pawn. I could grab this one, but I need to create the pass pawn. Or do I take this, then go back for that? Okay, if I take here, okay, let's take this, play h4, and then go back for that. I could even win the game if he's not careful now. So he puts his rook there, so he wants to trade. Bishop, okay, bishop back, attack this pawn. If bishop here, takes, oh, that doesn't work. Okay, so bishop here, let's go here and attack this. Now he has 2 pawns under attack. He poses bishop back. If I take, okay, so let's go back here. If he wants to draw, I'll take a draw. Oh, but he's able to push. Takes, rook takes. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's take. Oh, that's good. That's a nice move. Wait. G5 though. What? G5. I'm not gonna lose this. I'm gonna win this game. Wait. The position is now equal. Guys, I'm gonna show you. False alarm. Let's hit the rook though. Hit the rook. Wait. Let's play f6 first. Let's play f6. But I'm gonna show you the power of the bishop here. I'm gonna show you. So he's attacking this, right? If I roll the pawn, he goes back. So I'm gonna put the bishop right here. Okay, let me get my key in the game. That's crucial. c4. Let's play d5. Takes. Getting my key in the game. Okay, let's play b6 first. The thing is, I need to be fast. Like, my bishops are just in the way of the pawns. That's a huge issue. If I ever move this, I lose a pawn. If I go here though, should I just try to target these pawns? Let's do that. I just can't move any of my bishop at the moment. Ah, he moves the rook. Okay, I'm gonna go here. He's playing a bit passive. No, I'm gonna go here and attack the rook. Then he moves the rook again here. I don't want him to be pushing too many pawns. You have to be patient. Okay, now I'm gonna push my pass pawn. Check. That's almost forced. Okay, we have to take. Then I'll put my bishop here and then roll the pass pawn. Push. Okay, never mind. I have to do this. Oh boy, messing this up. Check. Here. Pass pawns. Must be put pass. Oh shoot, that was weird. How am I gonna push the pawn now? Okay, check. Check here. A lot of stuff happening. Bishop here. Let's give a check. One more check. Here. Yes, we won on time. Whoa, that was intense. Whoa.